I'm going to start driving again, so I'm not really going to look at the screen. But just know that I am talking to you. So, okay. You ready? So, whenever I am driving, I always get these intuitive hits of something. And I'll usually hear someone's voice that is my guide talking to me. And something that I have been processing over the past several days is different beliefs coming up. And really strongly, like really, really strongly. And then sometimes I will be able to redirect myself and come back to the present moment by doing like the sa, ta, na, ma, or breathing in and out, or singing, you know, to try to help me bring myself back, or saying like different mantras and things like that. And then I was just hearing my guide, so I was like, oh, we got to start recording. So I'm just going to process as I was processing before, and I'm just going to tune in again, and then you could see what it's like to do shadow work. Because something that I was being told is, and you'll understand more of this in a second, is not everybody understands really what shadow work even is, because it's been so blocked from their awareness because of society, because of upbringing, and then internalized beliefs. So, okay, I'm just gonna like process. A little background. There's this dynamic of a relationship that has been coming forward that I've been having a hard time with, and a lot of sadness has been coming up, and I could not figure out like, why am I sad? Because I want this person, just like everybody, to genuinely be happy, to be joyful, and to live in their joy and live in their truth, whatever that may be. Even if my perception of it is, ooh, like, I don't know about this, especially with what you've been telling me, right? So I was getting curious about it and asking questions, and I started hearing my guide. So I'm just gonna voice out loud what I normally say in my head, and then voice the response. We'll see if it works. So I just don't understand why this person has to have this kind of device for access needs. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand, because they don't actually need the access devices for the other person. They're having to manipulate their body, in a sense, for access. And then I'm hearing, you just need to have compassion for them. You need to have compassion for this other person, that they are not there yet to be able to not need this accessible device at the moment. And that's okay. Can you come to a place, instead of judgment, but with compassion, with love and caring, like, wow, like, this is what we have to do for this other person to allow you to have access, or for you to feel safe in your body, that you can handle this. And then also knowing internally, like, this person is so strong and so powerful, and wanting and desiring them to wake up to their power, to wake up to their self-empowerment. And I also, like, I'm seeing, like, wanting to shake the person gently, of course, lovingly, and at the same time, my guide is saying, that is not for you to decide. You do not get to decide when they have their awakening, or if they choose to have their awakening. They get to decide what that looks like, what feels good to them, in what circumstances, as well as working with their higher self. Can you look at them by the pain that they're in, that they're aware of or unaware of, and just look at them of like, wow, you've gone through so much, and look at you still standing here. Look at you still being here, and advocating for what you need, even though not everybody really understands it, and how powerful and potent that is. And if you can do that, imagine what they can do when they're ready to not need that device anymore, to not need that thing anymore to make them feel safe, and to really own whatever's present for them. Yeah, so okay. So I know all of that, but at the same time, I don't know if this is for you all, but when I am in this very black and white thinking of like, I don't know, like, it should just be this way. It's either this way or the highway, people. You know, it's hard for me to also hold and hone in on, but Luna, like, this is not their stuff, and how they process and what they need is not about you. Like, you just have to focus on yourself. You just have to be in your energy. And while you can still observe it and notice what's happening in your perception and your reality, but really it's like internal, like you. So like, what's your part in it? What's your unsafety about as well? And how can you move through that uncomfortability of not completely understanding? Because here's the thing, we're not going to completely understand everything in life, even as like a guru. Like, we're not going to know every single thing, and we're not supposed to. That's part of the journey. That's part of the fun, is that you don't know everything. You don't always know. And knowing also, like, empowering yourself to know that you have so many choices. You have so many choices to choose from and pick from. It's like, which choice do you want to choose today? So, yeah, I just want to share that with you, because that's just what was coming up for me, and I just thought that I would like to process with you about, yeah, what shadow work looks like from me, right? Everyone's just going to look different, and I do this all, as I said before, internally. I just drive and talk to myself and listen to the response of what is being said, and then ask curious questions, and being honest and being raw and not filtering myself, and then being curious about that too, like whatever it is. It's so healing, so healing. Okay, I'm about to pick up my kiddos, so I have to let you go, and I love you all, and I will see you live soon.